Hi, everybody. My name is Maria Stone. I live in Helsinki and I am an astronomer. So today I wanted to um, record a video and give some helpful tips to people who are trying to pursue astronomy career, maybe from a non-traditional background or from any background, but you're trying to go through some challenges. And I put out my kind of helpful tips how to how I am um, empowering myself to go through challenges. And um, I was discussing with my husband my videos a bit, and he said, "Oh, it's good you're covering some this kind of the topic of the failure." Uh, but first of all, I want to I pray that in this video I bring something good to people. In Jesus' name, amen. So, yeah, so my husband said, "Oh, you're covering some of the kind of this failing aspect of career path," and I didn't think of failure or success. Of course, the audience can interpret and make their own, how I intend the video to be, but how a person perceives it can be two different things. So I was thinking it's more just sharing my road. It's not that it's a failed road or a successful road. Obviously, I have one achievement, which is the PhD degree. I'm working towards a second kind of milestone, another achievement of sorts. I'm trying to get paid to do astronomy research using what I have gained as expert in certain aspects of doing astronomy, namely observations in the optical and near infrared and a little bit more of other things. So I didn't think of it that I'm sharing kind of a story of failure, but just my journey. And I think it is important to discuss not only when you have an achievement or a successful story that, oh, I have gotten this achievement. I think it is good to discuss when you are on the road as well, because I don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. I have done some applications for postdocs. Maybe I will die tomorrow, so it is not even relevant. But I'm in this process of going through postdoc applications. I have submitted some this semester. I'm waiting for replies, and yes, I have submitted some last year's, and I didn't get selected for a postdoc. So I think of it more of as this is how my journey goes. Like, you might imagine how you are gonna meet your future spouse, or how you're gonna travel around the world, but when you actually do it, each person's usually path is unique, right? You might go to France and experience it one way, versus your friend or even your family member can go to France and experience it another way. So all paths are valid, and I hope to kind of it is in me to share to the world some of the talents that I have, some of the wisdoms that I have learned, so that I hope it will help other people. Um, Maybe I could have waited until I become a postdoctoral candidate, but I do have the time right now. I have the inspiration right now, so I'm doing it now. I'm not going to wait until I get a postdoc. I'm also 40 years old is knocking on my doorstep, so I feel that I would like to contribute something good to the world in terms of legacy, especially I have children. If I die tomorrow, I want to impart on them what I have learned, but also to other people. I think I have some, uh, you know, talents or some knowledge or wisdom about learning science, about doing research, about how to uh, succeed in courses in science, for example, how to learn difficult topics. So I don't want to wait longer, but I want to put it out there for people to use. And it is also helpful to me. These videos are helpful to me, for example, in terms of self-exploration. And I look at my notes a little bit. For example, last few videos I did, I had a question in my mind. Well, what else can I do? My own videos inspired me to come to be encouraged to look a bit more on what else I can do, to solve the problems that I have. So that is positive for me. And also, it's maybe a bit out of need. I mean, you can. I don't necessarily have a go-to. So I'm more of. I don't have external support framework. So I have a my own dialogue as support network for me. I'm mom of two. I'm very busy. It is hard to leave to go somewhere else. I pulled many different ways, and then I'm in a foreign country, so I don't have my kind of family around me to rely on. Not that grandparents have to babysit your kids. I don't have this mindset, but we are kind of alone, and I'm also away from my PhD alma mater community because I do live in Helsinki, but my PhD program and the department and people who work there are in Turku for the most part. So I wanted to share today how share the overall topic is that your experiences will give you, even if they are not astronomy related directly, will help you to succeed in your career. And I wanted to share how 3 experiences that are not necessarily astronomy research related are helping me now. And each person has a diverse set of experiences, but you can draw from your experiences some strengths and transferable skills, and even talk about it in your applications if you want to. So, for example, right now I take advantage of the fact that I had this thought has been in my mind for a while now, beyond the years, that it's kind of, I'm like an entrepreneur, thinking of this astronomy career as an entrepreneur. I do have some experience running a startup, being an entrepreneur, running a business. So perhaps now it's sort of a one-man startup show in the astronomy career. But what does it give me that positively affects my astronomy career pursuit, even though it's not academic or often portrayed as opposite to academic research? One is hustle. Every person has a different path. So maybe if you went academic to academic to academic to academic and your path was very linear and you had good support or good luck, or your talents shined your path through, that is irrelevant. But I had ups and downs. So this idea of a hustle, the experience of a hustle, that you have to hustle to do something, is helping me because I try to think creatively, for example, to overcome problems such as bias. I take calculated risks or risks in general. I'm not afraid of failure. So these components of being an entrepreneur or having an experience of being an entrepreneur help me to hustle and bustle while I am on the road carving my astronomy research career. So, and another aspect of being an entrepreneur, you have to reevaluate what works, what doesn't work. So you have to be honest with yourself and dissociate kind of your emotions so that you can provide yourself an honest feedback. And often because you are trying to do some things that other people haven't done, right? So you are your own kind of self motivator and pusher. So I think I should do more of this, but I am able to say, okay, Maria, now you have to really get to be honest with yourself and see where it is that what are the negative aspects that you can identify, and what steps can you take as solutions to work towards solutions. So solution oriented mindset is also, I don't have it in my notes, I'll write it now, is also part of being in having an entrepreneur mindset. And then the other aspect of being an entrepreneur is wearing many hats. You know, when you are starting up your business, you don't have often the funds to hire many people. So you have to do the advertisement and maybe print out flyers that don't look super cool. Have a bad word coming in my mouth, trying to stop it. Have a website that maybe doesn't look that great because you're doing it all on your own, or try to figure out the taxes, try to figure out delivery or what you have to do. So I believe this helps me in the astronomy career, because I have to apply for grants. I had to do a website, even though I'm not a coder, web designer, and I'm learning. I get help from my husband, for example. He suggested to do WordPress, which I did. So, just the idea of wearing many hats, that you have to do different things uh, to run your one-man show and provide your services. So, helps me in my astronomy career. And the second, I have two more experiences that I want to mention. One is leadership. So I did a lot of leadership activities, whether it's volunteering or leading a club or having a leadership role in a work environment. And I think that when you are a leader, it's difficult to be a leader. First of all, you lose friends and you deal with a lot of criticism, and suddenly you have haters. So this, I'm not sure if you want to say haters, but people who come at you, even if you are dying, no matter who you are, you will always have people who are critical of what you are doing or your decisions. So being able to wear a mantle of the leader and withstand criticism and just accept it and have a filter for it is important. And I don't crumble under criticism. I remember when I first became I was public relations officer, maybe some other position in a biology club, and then I became a president. And I took it really hard because who I there was a person who was very close to me. They posted to the whole club membership negative uh, personal information about me that they knew, because I thought they were my intimate friend, and wrote that I shouldn't be the president. I don't remember anymore, but I took it really hard. But now I have been in these leadership activities for so long that it just rolls off my back, and I'm not surprised by negative situations. I can handle it and not crumble, but continue leading. Definitely not lose sleep over it. So it's important in many things. Leading yourself through, the astronomy career, leading your projects. So leadership skills are good, dealing with criticism. And the beautiful part of leadership is you want to have a vision, or that's, when I serve in a leadership position, I have a vision, or I try to carve out a vision that what is it that I want to contribute to, what is my service do? What good result? Is it bringing more money, bringing more members, doing a certain project? So keeping this vision, this concept of formulating a vision, identifying what is important in for this organization, identifying a good vision and a plan for it is a good skill, and it helps me. So, for example, for my postdoc, what is my vision? One of the visions is to increase my network, right, of astronomers. More international astronomers get into larger collaborations, participate in surveys, where I contribute to not only research that interests me, but research that other that I impact research done by the astronomy community at large. So to increase my impact, increase network, and it also network brings in kind of allies, right? It increases your survivability, that people know you. You maybe have people to contact to get collaborative work done. Like if you don't know how to do radio, you can collaborate if you already know somebody who does radio and with who you can easily talk and work. And another part of the leadership is being able to prioritization. What is relevant, what is not relevant. I'm getting ahead of myself, but yeah, to have your priorities straight. And that also brings in this concept of paying attention to what is relevant and not paying attention to what is non relevant. So if you are hit with, 100,000 problems because you are in a leadership, so people come to you for a solution, you have to identify, okay, what you are only human. What can you do, and what is important to do, or what makes sense. So you have to make these kind of decisions, and in order to achieve your vision, to try to focus on the most important steps that lead you there, and not be sidetracked by battles that you don't need to fight or that take up your time and energy. So that is a good experience. And yeah, I had the third little source of skills or is, well, I did have hard life in some aspects of my life. So what does it give me? It gives me the survival skills, the ability to try again, to pick myself up and try again, and to persevere. I want to say that it is okay to also not persevere, because you have to make a decision. Is it something you want to keep doing or not? So, but if I want to do something, I'm not gonna say, oh, because I failed once, or I got a paper rejected once, or I got a grant rejected once, I'm not gonna try again. But the ability to try again, to pick myself up and persevere, comes from the experience of having a hard life. And by the grace of God, I didn't lose my mind, or you can have hard situations that really make you unable to pursue your goals, and that's some people have to live through it. All right. I think I am done. So, to conclude, I have discussed, why I guess I'm making my videos partially, and I have brought how I think about pursuing astronomy career and using my background, diverse aspects of my background and experiences to help me overcome some of the challenges, or just to help me shape my path as I walk this path. Thank you. I hope it was helpful and inspirational for you. If you have some experiences and you have used them in your astronomy career, you could probably share in the comments. Thank you. Merry Christmas.